Hey guys, in a stunning turn of events, the investigation at Skinwalker Ranch has taken a darker and far more dangerous trajectory, prompting none other than Dr. Travis S. Taylor, the show's lead scientist and seasoned aerospace engineer, to urge that the ranch be shut down immediately. This is not a decision made lightly. With mounting evidence, bizarre phenomena, and unexplained threats, Taylor's declaration seems less like paranoia and more like a final warning. From crystalline materials hidden beneath the soil to objects moving at thousands of miles per hour with no known propulsion, the activity at Skinwalker Ranch is escalating. Something is happening there, and it's no longer just mysterious, it's potentially deadly. Taylor's warning came after a series of highly coordinated experiments led to unprecedented and alarming discoveries. It all started with unusual ground-penetrating radar anomalies near the Mesa and Homestead 2. The team found evidence of artificial-looking formations, perfectly straight lines and crystal-like materials embedded deep beneath the surface, materials that shared elemental compositions across distant parts of the ranch. But these weren't just geological oddities. They acted like conductors in a circuit, raising disturbing questions. Is Skinwalker Ranch sitting on an ancient or alien energy grid? And more urgently, what happens when you tamper with it? Dr. Taylor has long advocated a scientific approach to the ranch's strange occurrences. But the latest discoveries forced a shift in tone. During one excavation, Eric and Travis encountered an abrupt shift in soil composition, a gray clay never before documented in the region. Alongside it, crystalline material was found bearing uncanny similarities to the patterns identified in high-tech scans. The implications were staggering. These were not isolated occurrences, but part of a greater deliberate structure. As testing continued, it became clear the mineral lines in the field contained highly conductive elements like magnesium, aluminum, and potassium, like wires in an invisible machine. Worse yet, they formed a configuration resembling an electrical circuit board. Who or what built it? Things only escalated from there. Using rockets and high-speed thermal imaging, the team detected anomalies at precisely 31 FT above the triangle area, a recurring location of strange activity. One such anomaly came in the form of an unidentified object traveling at an astonishing 3,600 km/h. This wasn't a meteor, drone, or aircraft. There were no sonic booms, no contrails, no heat distortion. Just a silent blur that crossed half a mile of sky in a second. That's not just unidentified, Travis said. That's a threat. The footage was captured at 2,000 frames per second, yet the object appeared and vanished almost as if it had never existed. Except it had. And it had reacted to the launch of a rocket and acoustic frequencies emitted from the ground. Then came the breaking point. During a large-scale experiment involving the launch of 6 rockets and the deployment of 250 drones, the situation turned critical. A series of unexpected thermal signatures appeared in the sky, followed by a shocking event. Several of the drones began to behave erratically, some crashing, others veering off course. A mysterious thin line appeared in the sky, captured by their advanced sensors, almost like a digital glitch in reality itself. When the team investigated further, they observed an explosion of lights from a single rocket launch that broke into multiple flying entities traveling in coordinated motion. It was unnatural. It was beyond the team's understanding, and for Taylor, it was a line crossed. This isn't just science anymore, Taylor warned, visibly shaken in interviews. This is something operating beyond our laws of physics, and it's responding to us. I've spent my life exploring unknowns, but this is different. We are poking something we don't understand, and I fear we've woken it up. His concern isn't about just encountering alien life or ancient technology. It's about the real and rising threat to human life. One anomaly disrupted rocket paths. Another may have interfered with electromagnetic systems. And what happens if the phenomena spreads beyond the ranch? This isn't the first time warnings have been issued about the dangers of Skinwalker Ranch. The Sherman family, who lived on the ranch during the 1990s, also warned about disturbing the ground, especially near Homestead 2. Even back then, digging was associated with disturbing effects, freak accidents, health issues, and unexplainable sightings. But what's happening now goes beyond cattle mutilations or lights in the sky. This is systematic, it is technological, and it is escalating. The team has recorded data that, if confirmed, could change how we understand matter, time, and even consciousness. So where does that leave us? According to Travis Taylor, it leaves us at the brink of a decision. Do we keep exploring and risk triggering something irreversible? Or do we heed the signs, warnings from past and present, and shut it down before it's too late? For now, Taylor has made his position clear. Skinwalker Ranch should be closed to further experimentation. Whether his call will be heeded remains to be seen. But one thing is certain: the mystery is deepening, and the danger is real. The events unfolding at Skinwalker Ranch have now reached a point where even seasoned scientists are calling for drastic measures. Chief among them is Dr. Travis S. Taylor, who has publicly declared, "Shut down Skinwalker Ranch now." His warning comes after a string of inexplicable anomalies, technological malfunctions, and a disturbing close call during a high-stakes experiment involving drones and rocket launches. For Taylor, a government-affiliated physicist and aerospace engineer who once stood firm in favor of pushing scientific boundaries, the risks now clearly outweigh the potential discoveries. "We're dealing with forces we don't understand," he stated, visibly shaken during a debrief. "And we may be poking something that does not want to be disturbed." Taylor's concerns are rooted in a string of increasingly volatile incidents. From strange crystalline formations in the soil to bizarre electromagnetic anomalies, the signs are stacking up. The most chilling of these came during the multi-rocket launch over the so-called Triangle, an area notorious for unexplained occurrences. The rockets triggered not just one, but multiple heat signatures in the sky. And then, without warning, drones malfunctioned and spiraled out of formation. One drone was seemingly pushed by an invisible force. Others began to lose power simultaneously, raising questions about whether some kind of directed energy or unknown field was being activated by their presence. What's truly alarming is that the equipment failures were not random. They were tightly coordinated around very specific altitudes, namely the infamous 31 FT and 300 FT zones. These vertical zones have previously been associated with GPS interference, radiation spikes, and now vehicle failure. When the drones began crashing or behaving erratically, it wasn't due to mechanical error. It was as though they had crossed an invisible boundary, triggering an unseen response. "You don't see this kind of precision interference in natural phenomena," Taylor noted. "This is intelligent. This is reactive. That's what scares me." To make matters worse, the team captured a series of unexplainable fast-moving objects during the launch. One object, clocked at an estimated 3,600 mph, moved across the sky without creating a sonic boom or visible turbulence. According to high-speed camera footage, it also left no trail, no thermal disturbance, nothing that conventional physics would predict. "We're not looking at birds or weather balloons," said Eric Bard. "We're witnessing phenomena that challenge the fundamental laws of motion and energy. If these things are observing us, or worse, reacting to our actions, we have to consider what the endgame might be." In light of these events, Travis Taylor's call to halt operations is not about abandoning the investigation. It's about protecting the people involved. Several team members have already reported strange physical symptoms after proximity to the anomalies: nausea, disorientation, even burns. There's also growing concern that whatever lies beneath the ranch, especially near Homestead 2 and the Mesa, may be part of a larger system that we have neither mapped nor understood. The mysterious mineral lines resembling circuitry only add to the suspicion that the entire area might be some kind of massive buried technological system, possibly alien or ultra-ancient in origin. Taylor's demand to shut things down may also stem from what he describes as a pattern of escalation. Each new probe, drill, or acoustic frequency seems to provoke a stronger response. In one case, playing a 192 Hz tone resulted in a spontaneous hotspot appearing in midair, followed by the sudden manifestation of a fast-moving UAP. It's a troubling pattern, one that suggests some kind of cause and effect relationship. "We may have tripped a wire," Taylor warned. "We may have activated something, and continuing could open doors we're not ready to step through." Even more disturbing is the speculation that these phenomena may not be entirely physical in nature. There are increasing reports from team members and local witnesses about strange auditory hallucinations, time slips, and altered perceptions, events that go beyond standard scientific explanation. Some researchers are beginning to hypothesize that the ranch is not just a site of technological mystery, but possibly a nexus of dimensional instability. If true, then experiments like rocket launches and ground-penetrating radar may not just be triggering sensors, but disturbing the very fabric of reality in the area. Ultimately,